Assalamu alaikum students, this is your science class and I'm your teacher Miss Jazeen. Okay, today we are going to do page number 90. So now take out page number 90 in your science books. Okay class, here is a picture of a farmer Giles farm. Here you can see some pictures. This is a farmhouse. A farmhouse is a place where a farmer lives with his family. This is a long barn, cows, sheep, wheat, milking shed, pond, hen house, trailer and tractor. Now look at the farm and answer the following questions. Here some questions are given and the answers are in the picture. Now let's see what are the questions. Question number 1. Where do you think Tom and his dad live on the farm? Now tell me, where do you think Tom and his father or dad will live? They will live in a farmhouse. So the answer here is farmhouse. Question number 2. What animals have to be milked every day? Those animals that gives milk. Which animal do you think will give the milk? The cows. Yes, the answer here is cows. Number 3. What animals would you find in the hen house? Now look for the hen house. Where is hen house? Yes, here is a hen house. Which animals lives here? Hen lives in a hen house. So the answer here is hen. Number 4. Farmer Gill sells his wheat. The wheat goes to make bread. What kind of shop sells bread? Now what they are saying, Farmer Gill is selling his wheat which helps in making bread. Now which shop sells the bread? The bakery sells the bread. You all know the bakery has all the dairy products and all the bread and butter products. Number 5. Tom likes eggs for his breakfast. Where would Tom go to collect the eggs? Now tell me, where should Tom go to collect the eggs? Should he goes to the hen to collect the eggs? No, he will go to the hen house to collect the eggs because hen is an animal which lay eggs. Number 6. Where would you find the ducks on the farm? Now tell me, where are the ducks? What do you think? Where will be the ducks? The ducks will be in the pond. So here the answer is pond. Number 7. What color is the farmer's tractor? Now tell me, where is the tractor? Here is the tractor. Now which color is the tractor? It is red in color. So the answer is red. After doing page number 90, come on to page number 92. Okay class, after completing page number 90, come on to page number 92. Here a graph of a village is given. It is a graph of a village. Now I will tell you how to look into a graph. Here some alphabets are written A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. These are called columns and the vertical direction, this is called a vertical direction and this is called columns. And now we will look here. Here some numbers are written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are called rows. Okay. Now I will tell you how to look into a graph. For example, here a corner shop. Okay. Here is a corner shop. Now in which column is a corner shop? It is in a column A. And which row is it? It is in a row 1. So we will name its grid A1. What is a grid? A grid is a small box. Each box is called a grid and in a graph each grid has its own name. For example, this is grid A1. Similarly, here is a butcher shop. Now we will see in which grid is a butcher shop. I will tell you. Firstly, we will look for its column. In which column it is? It is in a column A. Okay. And which row is it? It is in a row 2. So its grid name is A2. Here is another example. Here is an oak tree. Now tell me, in which column is an oak tree? Yes, it is in a column D. So we will give it a name D, and in which row it is? It is in row 3. So we will name its grid D3. Now here some questions are given. We will see what are the answers in the graph. Okay. Now who lives next to Granny? Where is the Granny house? Here is a Granny house. And there they are asking who lives next to Granny. Who lives next to Granny? It is a Sarah's house. So who lives next to Granny? Sarah lives next to Granny. Question number 2. Draw a duck on the pond at a grid reference H2. Now here we have to draw a duck on a grid number H2. How we can see a grid? Firstly, we will look for a column H. Where is a column H? Here is a column H. And in which row it is? It is in row 2. So we will make a duck in H2. So we will draw a duck here. Okay class, now we will draw a duck here. Which square is the oak tree? Now tell me in which square is an oak tree? In which column it is? It is in column D. And in which row it is? It is 3. So it lies in D3 grid. Draw a slide in square D1. Now here we have to draw a slide. Okay, in which square? Column number D. Where is a column D? Here is a column D. And in which row? In row number 1. So here is the place where we have to draw a slide. Okay class, here is a slide. Number 5. Which square would you go to if you wanted to post a letter? Now tell me in which square do we go to? Where we post a letter? We post a letter at a post office. Now tell me where is the post office? Yes, here is a post office. And which grid it is? Firstly, we will look for its column. It is column number A. Okay, and in which row it is? It is row 4. So the post office is in grid A4. Number 6. In which square does Jack live? Where is the house of a Jack? Here is the house of a Jack. And in which square it is? Firstly, we will look for its column. It is F. And in which row it is? It is row number 4. So Jack house is in F4. Number 7. In which square is the school? Now tell me where is the school? Here is the school. Now tell me which grade it is. Now firstly we will look for its column. In which column it is? It is in column A. And which row it is? It is row number 5. So in which grade is the school? It is in A5. Number 8. Where would I go to buy sausages? Okay, now tell me where should he go to buy the sausages? A sausages is a type of a meat. So in which shop does he go to buy a sausages? We can find a meat at the butcher shop. Now tell me in which grade it is? It is in column A and row number 2. So they will find the sausages in grade A2. Now this is how we look into a graph and solve these questions. After completing page number 92, now come on to page number 93. Okay class, now here on page number 93. Now people in Pakistan need villages and towns to do their shopping, visit the library, go to the cinema, visit the doctor, take their children to the park and much more. Look below at the places you might find in a town or village and list some things you might find there. Now here some shops name are written which can be found in either town or a village. Now you have to tell me which things can we see or which things are available in these shops. Number 1 is grocers. Who are grocers? These are the shops where we find the things of our daily use. What things can we find in a grocer's shop? We can find oil, we can find sugar, we can find some rice, What are the other things we can find there? We can find grams, lentils, our daily usage, soaps, shampoo, and much more. These are some examples. You can also write it by your own self. Okay. It is not compulsory to write only those things that teacher has written. You can write it by your own self. Now second shop is a chemist shop. What is a chemist shop? It is a pharmacy or where the medicines and other surgical items are available. Okay, what can we find in a chemist shop? We can find medicines. What else can we find here? We can find bandage. Yes. And what else? We can find injections here. Now after that, we have a butcher's shop. What is a butcher shop? A butcher shop is a shop which sells meat. Now tell me what type of things we can find in a butcher's shop. We can find chicken meat. Yes, we can find chicken meat. We can find beef here. We can find mutton. What else can we find here? We can find mince, knife, and many things that butcher shop has. Now, post office. A post office is a place where letters are posted. Now, tell me what items can we find here? We can find stamps here. What else? We can find letters. What else? Envelopes. Yes. What else can we find here? Now you have to write what things that we find in these shop. Florist. A florist is a shop that sells flowers. Now tell me what kind of flowers can we see in a florist shop? We can see rose flowers. What else? Sunflower. We can also find lily or jasmine or tulip. There are many flowers that are available at a florist shop. Now coming to the bakers. Bakers is a shop that bake things. Now tell me which things can we find here at a bakery? We can find bread. Yes, we can find cakes. And we can find biscuits. What else can we find here? We can find butter here, and we can find rusks here. There are so many things that we find in a bakery shop. Now toy shop, that is favorite of all kids. What type of toys do we find in a toy shop? We can find dolls. We can find cars here. We have different type of balls, and there are many other type of toys we can find. You can write it down by your own self. Now here doctor's surgery. Now what items can we find in a doctor's surgery or doctor's room? We can find masks. Yes, that is very compulsory nowadays as well. What else? Scissors. We can find scissors there. What else? We can find injections there. We can also find bandages, stethoscope, and there are so many things that we can find in a doctor's room. Now here is a play park. This is a favorite place of all kids, and you all goes to this place. Now tell me what things do you find in a park? We find swings here. What else? We can find slide, grass, benches, and many things in a play park. Now here are some examples. You can also write it down, and you can also write it by your own self. Alright class, complete these 3 pages. Have a good day. Allah Hafiz. Hope you understand everything.